seconds. Give and go play. Fernandez to Arnaiz.
Beautiful play. The high post, passing it off to the cutter.
Murray in a turn. Coons losing it, but picked up by Abe King. 48-45. Should Toyota score, they'll be much closer. Abe King loses control. Fernandez now getting a rest just at this point of the second quarter. And we have Terry Saldana checking in.
And let's see what Saldana can do. He started off his rookie season very hot, very alive. But as of late, he's been very quiet.
Saldana and Yango, two rookies. And Lazaro loses control, but picked up very quickly by Yango. The Quiapo kid strikes.
Boy, Yango's playing so determined this evening.
Yango is on Coons. De La Rosa playing very steady off the boards. Frankie Lim and De La Rosa combining very well. And De La Rosa.
Well, De La Rosa is not noted for his outside shooting, but he is a very fine defensive guard. He can rebound and he can cover almost anybody.
Here comes Saldana. Yango acknowledging that personal foul, second on him. We have a freshman from the bench of Ico Tanduay, Gutierrez, pulling out Lazaro. Toyota Super Corollas down by 7 points on team fouls. Both have 5 apiece. Atosa's back in the ball game, pulling out Murray, and Freddie Webb takes a gamble. All Filipino 5 for Ico Tanduay. That's the confidence level he's got in his locals.
Well, that's a good move because Russell Murray's really been working hard to get his shots, and he's starting to force them. Giving Russell a couple of minutes on the bench will have a double effect. It'll give the locals confidence and Russell a rest.
Yango responds to that nice pass coming from Latosa. Yango so far has fired 10 points. Last Thursday, Yango had 18. Tonight in the second period, he just checked in, already has 10 points, and Arnaiz gets clobbered on his drive. Lim. First foul on Lim.
You know, one thing about Yango, and we see Mon Fernandez coming in for King. One thing about Yango, when he scores points, he doesn't take too many shots. Tonight he has 10 points. He's only taken 7 shots.
And Mon Fernandez coming right back after getting very quick instructions from Edo Campo. Gutierrez getting it away from Saldana. Saldana thought he had the rebound already. Latosa. Here comes Mon Fernandez. They're down by 8 points. Arnaiz. Back again to Mon Fernandez playing the high post. Gets the basket, hitting from 15 feet. Lim. Tapped by Arnaiz, and there's a timeout. With 2 minutes and 46 seconds to go in the second quarter, we find Ico Tanduay on top, 54-48 for Toyota.
And I'm sure turnovers has a big part to play in this lead that Ico Tanduay has been able to erect. Let's see if we can get that. Here we go. 10 turnovers for Toyota. That means they had the ball 10 times and they failed to make an attempt at the basket. Ico Tanduay has 7 for themselves.
Yango's out of the game. He was given a rest by Capaccio. De La Rosa in the mid comes Coons.
Coons has been playing a very fine game. He's scoring points, but he's holding down a tremendous amount of rebounds.
And Banya almost had it on a nice pass by Jaworski, but it was put out. Here comes De La Rosa. Capaccio, but Latosa still missing. 3 attempts very quickly by Ico, but no conversions. 3 against 1, and Jaworski buys it. Toyota applying the running game. The minute they get the ball, they've got to throw it low, and Ico Tanduay has got to defend by sending somebody or at least Gutierrez or De La Rosa have got to stay close. Ico Tanduay's lead, down by 4, 54-50. De La Rosa looking for an opening. Latosa almost lost it, but foul probably called against Francis. A nice first foul. Manansala back in action, pulling out De La Rosa, and the import Murray is in the court, giving Latosa a rest. Tuadles is back in action for Toyota, pulling out Saldaña, who missed on that close quarter. Two imports against each other. Coons is defending against Murray. Murray trying to save it.
Nice play.
Fernandez gets it though. The intention was there. Jaworski bouncing it to Coons. Out to Tuadles. Hit by a basket. Murray trying to save it, trying to pass it up to Capaccio. And Tuadles and Murray are both on the floor.
Well, Murray's having a very frustrating time this evening. He can't get on track on offense. First, Abe King played well. Take a look at the slow motion. Part of the frustration here. He had the basketball. Little Harlem Globetrotters act, but couldn't hold on.
Toyota down by 4 points. A minute and 10 seconds to go in the second quarter. Juan Fernandez. Short Coons is right there.
Oh, and the referee missed that call because Russell Murray grabbed the shirt. Unintentionally, of course. He grabbed the shirt of Coons.
And to be sure it's still there, Coons had to feel it. Lim out to Gutierrez. Tuadles is trying to cover him very tight. Toyota's really pressing on their defense. They're playing it very close. Coons is on Murray. Import against import. 5 seconds to the shot clock. Manansala puts it up in the air and draws a foul from Jaworski.
Well, Jaworski really didn't have to foul Manansala on that one. Manansala had 5 seconds to go on the shot clock and he panicked. He thought there was only about 1 second left, so he hoisted the shot and Jaworski caught him with the leg. So Manansala will get 2 free throws.
And Toyota now has 17 fouls against 6 on Ico Tanduay.
And it's interesting to note that Donnie Ray Coons is now going to be covering Russell Murray. So Coons is very important for the Toyota team, rebounding, scoring, and now defense against Murray.
Jaworski lost control and a tap coming from Manansala. Toyota will keep it with 27 seconds to go in the second quarter. Toyota's down by 4, 56-52. Lim is sticking very close to Arnaiz. Inside to Mon Fernandez and a steal, but recovered by Tuadles with foul on Lim. Lim knew exactly when to sag on Fernandez.
You know, Pingo, the way it looks tonight, it does not pay to dribble that basketball. Defense is so strong, you might as well take the air out of the basketball and start passing it around, because once you put it on the ground, you're going to lose it.
13 seconds to go. Both teams in foul trouble. There's a cut by Arnaiz and a give-and-go play. Mon and Arnaiz with a foul to boot, perhaps coming from Murray.
Let's take a look at slow motion. How many times have these two guys done that play? And Arnaiz is so good passing and then decoying and then cutting in.
You know, before it would be Arnaiz or Jaworski passing it to Fernandez with cutting. But since Mon Fernandez has been playing in the high post or angle positions, it are the guards that are driving in. Here comes Lim. He looks at the clock, 2 seconds to go. And very quickly, Gutierrez gets an air ball, but at least he put it up in the air. So at the end of the first 24 minutes of play, we find Ico Tanduay maintaining the lead down to 2 points, 56-54. And before... We just started the third quarter with Mon Fernandez getting a basket very quickly and quick response coming from Yango. Here's how they did during the first half of play, Steve.
Well, you could see Russell Murray with 12 points, and, you know, that works to their advantage because Russell didn't score too many, but the team was still ahead. Manansala outside shots and cutting in 12. Lazaro, 11. Yango, 10 points. Latosa, 6. Capaccio. So a good balanced attack for the Ico Tanduay Ball Club. On the other side, the import leading the attack, Fernandez, 12 points, but a very loud 12 points and a lot of assists. Arnaiz cutting to the basket for 8, Tawadlis 6, King 6, Jaworski only 4, Florencio playing briefly with 2, Saldana only 1.
And the three-point shot of Arnaiz puts Toyota Super Corollas on top for the first time. 59-58, and Kunz gets the rebound. Here is Jaworski. Bilbao's in the game. He saw action during the first quarter. Arnaiz, then Jaworski for the rainbow shot.
Well, if you want to break a basketball game open, that's the best way to do it. 2 3-point shots.
And the fans of Toyota Super Corollas are alive. Here comes Toyota. Jaworski fouled by Arnaiz before he could execute the play. Manansala, the guilty party. And Freddie Webb immediately conferring with the coaching staff. Fernandez making his move, but he took steps. Traveling, called on Mon.
Well, let's see if Iko Tanduay is going to stand up to the pressure now. They're down by 4 points. They were leading the whole way.
And last Thursday, they were really left behind by Toyota, but Yango is there in a good pass coming from Murray.
Well, Yango knows how to do that so well. When the players drive to the basket, Yango positions himself either for a pass or the offensive rebound.
Manansala getting 2 fouls immediately, 2 in a row. And it seems that Jaworski was tempting him to make the foul. Quadlis almost joined the act of the Rainbows, but he hit it from 21. They're on top by 4 points now, 64-60. Here comes Lazaro. He gets trapped. He pulls out, making it. Tight, crowded shot. Jaworski saving it. Oh, that's the experience of the Big J.
Just slapping it away from the other players and assisting himself.
Yango to Bilbao. The imports are guarding each other. There's a cut by Manansala, and Quadlis hits the deck. Arnie gets his 4th foul. 9 minutes and 35 seconds in this third quarter. Yango to hand off to Manansala, and Manansala continues to be hot.
Well, it doesn't look like Iko Tanduay is going to go away from their offensive pattern. They're still going to start swinging the ball around the court and find the open man. Russell Murray has to get fired, catch fire.
Juan Fernandez being double teamed. He goes up, making it. But what's making him such a strong candidate for the MVP? The money man. Bounce to Murray. That was a simple play and yet no conversion.
That was a nice pass by Michael Dow.
A nice to Jaworski. Kunz on a turn. And he gets clipped by Murray for the 4th foul of Murray. No change in the plan. Murray sticking to Kunz. Kunz watching Murray. 68-64. Toyota now on top. 4 points, 6 points coming from Kunz, who has made 17 points so far.
Well, Murray has to be very careful now. With 4 personal fouls, he cannot afford to give up his 5th.
In spite of the presence of Jaworski, Manansala hits from 19 feet.
And if it wasn't for those few shots that Manansala hit, Toyota would have blown this game wide open.
And so far, Manansala has scored 16 points. Arnaiz again for another rainbow.
Just incredible.
Yango trying to get back the basket. Check. Murray scrambling for that loose ball. 73 for Toyota, 66 for Iko Tanduay. 8 minutes and 4 seconds in the third quarter.
Well, Mike Bilbao has to cover Francis a little bit further out. He's just watching Francis take that 3-point shot.
Arnaiz now getting his 2nd foul. Jaworski staying close to Manansala. Inside pass to Murray. Blocked by Kunz, but foul perhaps called against Mon Fernandez. 2nd foul on Mon. On team fouls, 3 have been called against Toyota. And also 3 again.